Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will have the football first. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Didn't even come close to getting back to the line. He'll lose 8.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So the BYU Cougars offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
To the air, it's Winston. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job.
Brings into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On the run, it's Page. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. BYU lines up quickly. The give on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Defense in press coverage. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it and still on his feet. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Wants to throw. It's Winston. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cougar. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hilton. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. There he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! And a huge run from the... Oh, and the extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. BYU right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Now the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
He's got the back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Pettis. He's got it on the run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Bearcats! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Washington found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Huskies football today. Those folks in Seattle won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Alexander.
Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Working that left side. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. BYU lines up quickly.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking for a man. It's Winston. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Nakua. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Cougar! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Bearcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Winston. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Using the quick game. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Keeps looking downfield. Slithers into space. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Cincinnati, 27, BYU, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass, it's Winston. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Landry. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. On first down, here comes this offense. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Page.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap. You can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Nice move there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Hard running there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They get to him as he throws. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got it behind the line. It's Page. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he missed it. No good. Boy, that field goal really could have helped the mental health, but it's still a 13-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Bearcats will kick it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Back to pass, it's Winston. A little screen to the running back. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs, they completed some passes, and they put a touchdown on the board. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. The throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Hilton. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. And the Bearcats in the hurry-up. Wideout trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. On the option. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
BYU 14.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his man. It's Hilton. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Pettis. Fires to the big fella. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Moving out of the pocket. Got enough space. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Bearcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Let's go. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
BYU 14.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. On the move at the 30. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll get rid of it. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. BYU has this offense clicking. The play action fake. Looking down the middle. Got him, and nobody's close. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gonna look downfield again. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, BYU!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Whips it out in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking to throw. grabs behind the line. It's Stevens. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the left. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want to blitz? You know, how do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go in their locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that